Branson floods of May 2011 are just about taken care of, and all the businesses are back open. Just to alleviate anybody's concerns, here's Table Rock Dam. And of course, they're generating just about 11,400 cubic feet. If you notice, the Corps of Engineers are releasing about 11,400 cubic feet per second. In comparison, 100,000 cubic feet per second go over Niagara Falls. May 4th, of course, at 7 a.m., Table Rock Dam, if you can notice those 10 floodgates there, they were open 4 feet each. It allowed a water flow coming through at about 68,000 cubic feet per second. Beginning at 8 o'clock that morning, they were closed a foot every hour until about 11 o'clock, when 5 of the floodgates were shut entirely. Before this event, the previous high for Table Rock spill had been 48,000 cubic feet a second, and that was back in 2008. The current level here at the headwaters of Taneycomo is 701 foot. At the Taneycomo Trail, which is 22 miles all the way downstream, the water level is only 693. So it's coming down. We're back in business. Come back to Branson. Table Rock Dam had no real damage other than a little bit of mudslide up on the road going across the dam, which they're replacing now, fixing up back to normal. They say it'll be back to normal in just about 2 weeks. As you can probably see, the lake's not up that much more than normally it is, but one thing about it, in a few weeks, Branson, Missouri is going to be green, green, green. So we're open. Come on down. Take a look and have some fun. Stay at the Majestic while you're on Table Rock Lake. It's a great place, and they've got boat docks, which are all open, right, by the way. Table Rock Lake, the floods of 2011 are pretty much a thing of the past, but we're going to see some more stuff during this little interview video. We're down a couple miles, maybe just a mile from Table Rock Dam. We're at Port Royal subdivision, and this is where we've had a few of the homes not really damaged. We had some water inside of them. Andy Williams' home was one of them. Andy Williams, that's his house right there. And it looks like the water has pretty much gone back down to normal. Now we're headed on 65 south, headed towards Harrison, Arkansas, calling to the Ozarks, Branson Creek, Murder Rock, showing you the way to get to Table Rock State Park, not Dixie Stampede, but Showboat Bell, Branson. We're headed that way. It's a little bit out of the way. The only thing closed is, of course, the road across Table Rock Dam, which is the easy access to everything on that side of Table Rock Lake. Right now we're coming up to the traffic relief route to get to 76 using 265. This is the easier way around to get to the State Park Marina, to the Showboat Branson Bell. You can follow the signs and get there from here. The lake is still up a little bit down at the end by State Park Marina off of 165. This is a pretty good area where everybody puts in. The water's typically, it doesn't go. You probably got another 50 foot out there before when normal levels are that you can get on from the or you can get to the pavement anyway. But this area here, like I say, is it's coming up. You can still put your boat in though. If we walk right around the corner over here, you can see where they've got a electric area, and from the looks of it, they had it sandbagged up pretty good. Most of them's been taken down now, so there's no problem issues with it now, but you can see how high the water was during the day down the Table Rock flood in Branson, Missouri. We're going to drive down this road a little bit. This is the area that us in Branson call Poverty Point. Of course, when you own a lot out here, I guess it puts you in poverty. But you can see from the highway signs, it looks like they probably had the roads closed. Now they're wide open, just like Branson. Floods, they'll get you down, but we're resilient here in Branson. I'd say the water got up a little bit. You can still see for some dock owners, They've got to have a little life raft or they can swim out to get their boat. Far across on the other side of the cove is a state park marina. We're headed there next. Talk about lakefront. Now we're pulling into State Park Marina. We're going to see what happened down here. Looks to me like there could be open for business. Here's just a group of docks. The water's still up, but they're getting everybody to the docks, it looks like. Here's Dock C at Table Rock State Park. So here we are at Table Rock State Park. These are where pretty much everybody docks their boat if you own one and you're lucky enough to get a slip down here in Branson on Table Rock Lake. You can see the water is still up. It's pretty substantial, although business as usual. You can get right to the dock. You can go rent a boat dock down here. You can get right to the dock. You can rent a boat. You can rent a pontoon. They'll even take you on a catamaran tour. Where I'm walking now, you can kind of see it's still a little green from the water. And if you've got a boat parked in one of those slips, they'll shuttle you to it. We're going to pull into the Showboat Branson Bell. Looks like they're open for business and they've got about a half full parking lot. And the water is up pretty far. So here we are at Dewey Short Visitor Center, and in spite of the recent record-setting floods of May 2011 on Table Rock Lake in Branson, Missouri, the builders are still hard at work constructing the new Dewey Short Visitor Center. The site was 2.5 feet above the encroaching floodwaters. The project still remains on schedule. The building in the beginning is to take shape as walls rise above the shoreline. They're using nearly 90% poured concrete. I don't think it's going to get up that tall. It's going to be open soon. You got to get out here and see it. Now we're headed back to Branson. We're going to go down to Branson Landing. I'll show you it's wide open. So now we're at the lookout off of 165. Point Royale is just right down below, and you can see where we're at Andy Williams' house. Everything seems to be up. Looks like the lake's probably up, I don't know, on down here, maybe 10, 15 feet. They're back to normal there. What a view that is. That never gets old. It's scenic. So that's our video for today. The floods in Branson, Table Rock Lake overflowing. The dam has no problems. Branson's open for business. Within the next couple days, I'll get down to the Branson Landing, show you what's going on down there. So stay tuned.